And here we go. Hello, Cepheus here, giving you a cast of Starbow. We're going to have Wonkman, the one and only Wonkman in the bottom left corner of match point, and he's going to play Protoss in very manly colors. And his opponent today will be Mr. Hydertoss, who's Hydertoss is his NA nick. He's just Hyder on EU. And his main race is indeed Terran here on match point. It's going to be in the top right corner. Match point is a Bird War remade map. It's a very interesting map. There's a lot of kind of a love-hate relationship to it. That's a really weird supply depot. Is that like, oh, is that doodad like not? I think that doodad. Oh yeah, that actually blocks. Okay, wow, that's really weird. And it has this interesting choke here, which can be mined out to be even smaller. Is it? No, okay, this is the fixed version. At one point there was 1500 minerals on one of these. That's my mistake. So we're gonna see Hyder going for probably a very economical opening. He's playing versus Protoss, and he stated himself that playing Terran versus Protoss in Starbow, very difficult to do any sort of early aggressions versus Protoss. Actually, to a point where it might be like that something needs to be done actually. But again, there's the bio option. When it comes to like pure mech, there's very little you can do versus chrono boosted Dragoons early on. I saw Artosis though go for a proxy factory at one. I think no, it was on Fighting Spirit. I think very interesting strategy where you have like one factory in your main, and you have one factory out on the map somewhere, like over here or something. And once he has a couple of goons like trying to shoot down a bunker, all of a sudden a couple of vultures comes into his main and kills all his workers. And that was really pimp play. I really thought that was pretty cool. Gonna see Wonkman probably gonna go for some early goons. You know, oh, he hasn't upgraded his Nexus yet. He could have. That's interesting. So yeah, that's just, I would say that's just a mistake. Okay, there we go. Wants to get 13 workers first for some reason. I guess that's fine. I don't really know Protoss builds all that well, so and things are still, you know, being figured out. Getting the range, getting the Dragoon, getting the upgrades, probably going to chrono one here and one here. Once it's done, maybe turn on some workers. I'm not sure if he wants to put on too much pressure. I'm kind of curious to see what he will be chrono boosting. That one, and he has another one, doesn't he? Okay, now he has another one. Okay, just maybe he's just going to turn this one out, get the range as soon as possible. And one more. Well, it doesn't have perfect mechanics. I guess nothing. He's gonna go for fast expansion, it seems. Maybe he wants to save for Rift, or maybe it's just mechanics aren't perfect. Okay, there we go. Another one on the. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, they're discussing RSVP, who is an incredible Protoss player. And what do we have here? We have a Marauder opening from Hyder. Oh, we have one out already. Marauders can fight Dragoons. Definitely so, especially once this upgrade is finished. Oh, I forgot about the production tab. There we go. So yeah, these two Marauders will chase down this Dragoon. The Dragoon can kite once the Singularity charges up, but now the range is up. And these are range 6, right? And Dragoons are range 4, so you don't want to... Why is he bringing in... I guess he wants to make a bunker. Very interesting pressure from Hyder, trying to go for some early pressure. Now these two Dragoons should be able to hold this off when they're on the high ground. Hyder really needs to, yeah, ooh, gonna pick off one Marauder. Nice play from Wonkman there. Hyder might want to think about going the other way around. Ooh, it's gonna lose the SCV. I think the SCV is actually, no, slightly slower. Bad rally from that Marauder, and he's just gonna head back home. Yes. Get the bunker defensively instead of aggressively. But, you know, I liked his attempt. I don't feel it was risky, you know, churning out a couple of early Marauders. They're definitely going to be useful later on. They're not going to be too useful if there's a fast Sentinel follow-up, but I don't think, does Hyder know about this? He doesn't know that there is a base. I guess he can sense it by the number of goons that are out. Sorry, got distracted there. Anyway, But there could be a really fast Sentinel, and early Marauders are really bad versus that. But now he sees scans and sees everything, so he should be just fine. So I'm kind of curious about his transition. I think he's just going to go straight into mech. Yeah, so it seems. Straight into Siege Tech, actually. He wants to be super safe. He has Marauders already versus Goons. I don't know if he might have been able to just afford some Spider Mines or Vulture Speed instead, but he wants to be very safe. Goes for Siege Tech. I guess that allows him to pressure more as well. I've seen people, especially Pi, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've seen him go Marauder Siege Tank pressure, actually. Very interesting. Only works in Starbow, of course. This would not work very well at all. Well, it wouldn't work at all in Brood War because there are no Marauders. I don't think it would work too well in StarCraft 2 either. Trying to follow these units, but that function has been disabled or has been changed after 2.1. It's really annoying. We've got a lot of Marauder, Dragoons here. Oh, they're just barely getting the bunker before this SCVs can get there. He really needs to get those back into mining. He actually wants to keep a couple, you know, just to hold off this aggression. There is Siege Tech, so he really should siege up that tank. There we go, but that's a little bit too late. No, Wonkman a little bit indecisive there. If Wonkman would just gone for it right there, I think he should have been able to get that Siege Tank. And he is kind of missing the fact that Vultures ran by. He got one Vulture up. One slow Vulture probably ain't gonna do too much. Maybe if he finds this probe, because this is a mineral only. And he, oops. Oh, wrong button. Sorry, okay, there we go. Let me just, oh, no, oh. My, okay, sorry, that's not good speed, is it? There we go. Is that normal speed? My new overlay, let me just, oh, but I'm gonna, is this normal speed? Sorry, I'm messing up here. Let me try something. Yeah, that's X2. Okay. There we go. Sorry, my hotkeys are different. I have a new keyboard and it's like super compact, so it tries to squeeze all the keys into like a couple of keys. If that made any sense. Anyway, we got Wonkman going for a couple of Zealots and the Reaver here, so that's very interesting actually. It is. This is a really good map for Reaver. This area is huge and it's really hard to control all of this. So dropping, blinking in, doing shenanigans like that. It's kind of being held back a little bit by these fans, but even Reapers going in and out here, man. It's brutal. We have faster Vultures now. This Vulture just never did anything. Oh, and he doesn't even know about this base. Kind of walled off, but you have a big old entrance over here. Never mind, a small entrance over there. Here comes the, ooh, just gets up the pylons in the nick of time. Very good play from Wonkman. Gets one probe for a Vulture. Oh, look at that poor guy. Oh, he's gone. So yeah, nice little container here from Wonkman. Hyder's going to be hard pressed to push out. Well, he's going to push out just fine, but he's going to have to take his time and just leapfrog his tanks and maybe lose the frontal tank once in a while. That Hydra doesn't know about this space. Okay, that was the right button. It's kind of disturbing. He really should know about this. And just parking a couple of Vultures here, or maybe just one Vulture, is going to do a lot of damage. But we got the Reaver incoming. Oh wow, right in the juicy mineral line. Gets a nice little shot off there. Ooh, can he get another one? Oh, that's a lot of dead SCVs. And that was a really... He needs to pick up the Reaver though. But actually, the target fires to Zealots instead of the Reaver. So a little bit of misstep from Hydra there. And Wonkman with a very nice... Very nice Reaver drop. Can he get some more workers out of this? He tries to find an opening, but it's really hard, and the SCVs are kind of blocking the path of the tanks there, making another shot from the Reaver. This is very well played from Wonkman. I feel Hydra wasn't that well defended versus this. Only one missile turret over there. And he should get this Reaver out safely and can use it for later contain. He has pulled all of his Dragoons back? Sorry, I missed something there. There was a ton of Dragoons out here and they're not here anymore. Like, if they would have stayed there, maybe they died somehow, but if they would have stayed there, that would have been the perfect opportunity to push those a little bit ahead once he was Reaver dropping at the same time. Okay, he's gonna follow. Oh man, I should have observed that better. Sorry about that. But okay, we got Goliaths now, so there's Goliaths really shut this down hard, and he really needs to move away. Oh, he's gonna lose to Shuttle. That's so unfortunate for Wonkman. No, Hydra not really paying attention either. Hydra just wants to push, it seems. Oh, wow, that was an incredibly well placed mine. That was kind of random, I think, that he landed right there. I don't think that was intentional. Okay, there's a lot of dragoons. I'm kind of curious what happened to all the dragoons. Oh well. Got a couple of probes transferring, or probably just rallying over from production tab. So we're gonna, Hydra's actually gonna get set up in this position without any contention from Wonkman. Oh, and he doesn't have any observers, I think. Oh, huge mine connections there. No, only killing one dragoon actually. I thought that was gonna be more. But yeah, Hydra's gonna get this position right here, which is just not good for Wonkman at all. He can, if Hydra can get like a good siege position right here, Wonkman cannot reinforce this area. He can like rift 5 units at a time if he upgrades this Nexus, but that's about it. He should chrono boost his Photon cans though. I don't see a lot of that. But yeah, Hydra should take care of this base quite easily, and Wonkman is in a really bad position. Wonkman is also floating a lot of money. Okay, good, getting this macro going, but I just feel Wonkman should have a lot more units than he has right now, but again, maybe he lost those initial dragoons. I wish I knew about that. So I think Wonkman is probably just abandoning this base. Should just probably take this one, or maybe this one instead. Okay, he's trying to take this one. It's going to be difficult because of this one vulture. I don't know where that... Okay, there's probably one of the probes going to build that base. Blah, can't talk today. So right now, if we look at the income, we see that, yeah, Hydra is ahead, of course, and he's going to be way ahead very soon. Let's just keep the income tab open and see what happens when he moves all them harvesters over there and start to get some income from it. We got a small group of dragoons here. They can break this, but I don't think they can break this. No, there's no way they can break that. And okay, got one pylon up, but yeah, this vulture making Wonkman's life miserable. And we look at the income tab now and see how important it was for Hydra. Ooh, storm drop to get that base, and we look at the income tab now and it's falling down again. Wow, nice storm drop from Wonkman. Okay, I'll give him that, that's for sure. So he kept, ooh, nice, gets another. Okay, how many workers has he killed this game? He's killed 33 workers, but Hydra's actually killed quite a bit too with all of his vultures. So, you know, they're actually equal in workers right now. Sorry, I'm so used to looking at the income tab and other tabs when I can just look at stuff going on down here. I don't even need to open all these tabs. So we got a group of zealots moving out, and I don't know if I like that, because just a group of vultures dismantle zealots. But when they catch siege tanks, that's pretty good. Ooh, even has this group of units from over here. I feel like I'm behind this whole game. We're like, where did these guys come from? What happened to those units? Like, I'm not casting, I'm just being surprised at everything happening. In the meantime, we got vultures running into the main base. We got Wonkman running into the main base. Natural of Hydra. I'm gonna try and follow both of these at the same time. We actually not just have vultures, we have a siege position right here. And the Reaver tries to help out to hold this back. In the meantime, Hydra has problems of his own holding Wonkman back, and they've kind of been circumventing each other and just figuring out attacking is easier than defending at the moment. And he's gonna hold this just fine. Wonkman is, yeah, he's fine. But Hydra is not that fine, and this is a surprising turn for Hydra. Now this tank is gonna hold off an infinite amount of Protoss units, but he can just go and take the third base instead, and he says, yes, thank you for this base. So we'll go back to the income tab now, and now it's Wonkman's turn to you know, go ahead of Hydra, and Hydra's playing very low eco right now, 13 workers on this tiny base, and he's gonna try and set this up again, try and get some mines out, some siege tanks out, so once Wonkman comes back from harassing this base, then Hydra can try and be a little bit more prepared. In the meantime though, Wonkman's getting this base up and trying to defend it, while Hydra has a very small task force, very well positioned in the corner here, but they're gonna get taken down very shortly. Oh wow, pulls a lot of units there. I don't know if that was necessary. Gives these vultures room to move around on the map, and no, that's not good for Wonkman. But Hydra's got to be careful with his vultures. He does not have a lot of income right now, and he needs all the units he can get his hands on. And vultures, you want to try and be as cost effective as possible with. And Hydra just says GG right there. And Wonkman, wow, turning that game around with that one counterattack really heavily. Hydra, I really feel, had that game in his hands, and Wonkman is showing an incredible comeback opportunity there, especially with those storm drops too. He killed like so many workers in that game. That was a short but very interesting game. A lot of action back and forward. Sorry for not catching everything. I'm a little bit tired and my reflexes aren't that good, and these guys' APM is even better than my casting abilities. But thank you for watching and take care.